Hi everybody, welcome back to my 100% walkthrough of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. On this video we're going to be doing the next mission in the Shropshire Ark, this Book of Dragons. This is called Bloody Path to Peace. And you'll see the marker is over here. If you're not getting those markers, by the way, then it's because you're on default. There is a way of getting the markers up by going level to adventurer, which that's only the exploring levels, it's not anything else. So if you're struggling to find some of these places without guidance, then that's the way to go. Anyway, so we're going to ride along to the marker after having fast travelled back to the ruined temple thing that we've been, the only one we've done in Shropshire. So it goes dark here, so and when you come out the other end of it, it's not so dark, so I think there's probably a cursed emblem there somewhere, but we'll see. Anyway, these guys are good. This guy chases for a bit on his horse, but he doesn't chase far enough. And then when you get into the area where when the marker disappears, it gives you an option to find him. We found him up there. I'm up into the woods, so I'm still going to keep it sped up to ride up there. Can be a bit weird finding him, but we are going to find him in a minute. You can hear Ivar.
Tail about too.
Think so? No. The air smells of distant thunder. Thor walks with us.
Ivar, Tailbelt.
Hey, Eivor. I was telling the Aetherling here that Thor is with us this day. Our victory is assured.
So, what is your plan?
That bastard Anir commands this hamlet. So let us show these folks what happens when a village bows to the Britons. Smash it to kindling, burn it to ashes, and cut Anir's tender throat. Right, my boy?
I hope to fight well, not cruelly. The cutting of throats I leave to you.
Flames and smoke will warm Rodri's desire for peace. Anir is a lesser concern.
Peace is for suckling babes, but as you like. Oh, my blood runs hot. Let us rush in now and leave a trail of bloody kindling.
A stealthy approach might earn us more time.
Bah, I prefer sound and fury. But do as you must.
Bloody kindling it is. We will smash this place to splinters.
Come, Jailbert! The fight is on!
Let the Saxon villages flee, Ivar. Only the Britons deserve our wrath.
Okay, so after the conversation, you can go in stealthily if you want to do it yourself, but after you've probably lit about 2 places on fire, Ivar comes charging in anyway, so it doesn't really gain you anything. You might as well let him take some of the bad guys away. So we're going to jump over this fence. We're heading over to the right here. Now, to start with, what we've got to do is burn houses or cottages. So send that there. There's one of them. There's another one here. Look. Using the torches, obviously. Like that. And that's 2. Find any more? There's some more over here. Look, there's another one. There's lots to do in this mission, by the way, just so you know. So, nothing there immediately, but there's one over here, look. If you can get it from there, aim high, throw, and it does the trick. And now, after you've done a couple, they're marked for you. And then there's one left, I think, to do, which is over here. Yep, this one here. Then when you burnt all those down, he tells you to get rid of the soldiers.
Should rid this place of soldiers. Less support for Rodri.
However, I couldn't find any soldiers, but you do eventually. You start fighting the soldiers and they will, eventually after you've killed a few, they all too will get blue markers above their heads. I went this way because that's where Chiedelbert's going. Oh, there's a guy, there's a baddie, look. There we go, got one of the Britons. So we're still looking for Britons here at the moment. Oh, there's one, look. Where's that? So defend them off and smash their skulls in. Keep looking.
You can't win this.
Oh, there's one, look. Archer. And if you keep going, eventually, as I say, they'll light up blue. Well, this guy is he holds a key, so we might as well beat him.
This is your mistake.
And we've got the key for the church there, which we'll need for wealth, I expect, at a later date. And now you see the blue markers on them, so we can see where they all are. Oh, that's a skirmisher, I believe. So some more. And they've all gone now.
Here comes Anir. He's roaring in like a winter sea.
Okay, so we have to go and deal with Inia now. So head towards the marker and you'll see Inia. Inia's quite a hard fighter, but not boss level.
They're in the camp. You lost on the beach at Mona, and you will lose here.
So all these markers are there, but the one you really need to beat is definitely enough. So just fight your way on. He's the one that's marked with the mission marker. And he's over here, let's sort him out now. keep fighting them off. Just stamp on him, but it's not enough to finish him. But that is. You get a spear for killing him. Okay, still a few to mark. Interestingly, they disappear as you run towards them. When they feel enough have been sorted, this one disappears. There he is. He just vanished. Where'd he go? Okay, they must have figured we've done enough, so we're going to run over here and regroup with Eva.
Ah, that's the last of them. Let us get a good view of our handiwork, Jailbert. Join us, Eivor. Eivor! Did you see Jailbert fight? He is all balls now.
I give thanks for victory, and ask penance for taking lives.
Ah, Jailbert, your god bores me to death. Have a laugh, we won!
And I took no pleasure in it, Ivar.
Eivor and I were made for this, my boy. The song of swords, the blood mist, the bone crunch and baring of teeth.
Is this enough blood paid, Ivar? We've spilled enough to slake the thirst of Fenrir.
Why stop there?
Jailbert, I would know your mind on all this. Are you satisfied with our victory?
I believe I am. I'll need word from Rodri as soon as possible. What does he intend?
He will see the flames. He will know Westbury has been destroyed.
The bleeding pus pit claims only a dragon can defeat him. We will soon put that to the test.
It is peace we want, Ivar, not revenge. If you cannot accept that, return to Repton now.
You do not know Rodri as I do, Eivor. You do not know what a slippery, lying shit he can be.
Enough talk of killing! I need a moment of calm.
You need mead.
No, Ivar. True calm. A walk in the woods to clear the air. Or fishing. Would you go fishing with me?
Fishing, huh? Looking for a warm puddle to dangle your worm in?
I saw a small pond nearby. Will you come?
We can all take a moment to allow our blood to cool.
It's just up here.
Okay, so we're going to go fishing with Jailbert.
Fishing? Where is the sport in it? There's no chance the fish will kill me.
Here will be good. Let's fish for eel. Dale have relishes nettle soup cooked with eels fresh from the water.
So if you use Odin's sight, you can see where the eels are, and then you can aim your fish in rod out there.
Lots of hungry fish here.
What you want to do is wait till you hear the splash sound. That's the splash sound, and then you want to
Bring it to shore.
reel it in like you do with the other fish. Keep going.
Well done, Eivor. An
It's
eel.
one eel, and we need to do this twice more. So search, find, launch the rope, and wait for the splash. There it is.
Hooked.
Got him
Bring it
again.
to shore.
Once you finally can get it in. Sometimes harder to get in than others, but that one's done.
Another eel. Almost enough for a hearty soup.
One more. There we go. More out there. I'll leave it until you hear the splash.
Hooked.
And
Bring
pull
it
it
to
in.
shore. That's enough for now. Bishop Dalelove will be pleased. Let's go tell Ivar about our catch.
So now we're going to run down the shore a bit, and there's Ivar standing there. We're going to talk to him, and then there's quite a long scene.
That took longer than clearing this village.
We caught some eel for a feast. The bishop should be pleased.
The simple fellow comes now.
Ah, a strange way to celebrate victory. But then again, our Christ was a fisher of souls, was he not?
Bishop, greetings. We've the makings for a delicious soup.
I'm grateful, Ceolbert, but my heart is heavy. So many homes burnt. We'll be years rebuilding.
You should have seen Ceolbert fight. He will be an alderman with sack and guts, fearsome and raw.
I should rather be fair and just, but I take the compliment.
I have sent word to the Britons. I pray King Rodri will again be open to peace, in spite of his brother's murder.
It worked in our favor. Look where we landed. Britons begging for mercy like whiny pups.
I had my doubts about this plan, Ivar, but I believe it may work. This blow we dealt Rodri is a painful one.
Our next steps are critical, my lords. And after what happened in Quatford, it is clear to me that Ivar should lay low.
Lay low? After all I have done here, you tell me to dunk my head?
The good bishop is right, Ivar. You have a warrior's heart, not a peacemaker's.
Fuck you, wolf-kissed. I know Rodri, and I know the kind of tricks he will pull. That is me warning you. If you hear me farting, that is my welcome to the bastard.
You bruised his pride, Eivor.
If you have some balm for it, by all means, share it.
His pride makes him difficult, and his anger makes him hasty. But he is not without honest feeling. I will hunt him a great boar, I think. And together we'll roast it over a fire and tell tales of war. That should please him.
Bishop, we must prepare for Rodri's arrival. Rally our men and set up a camp just here.
Peace or war will be decided, but not yet, not now. We must wait.
I loathe waiting.
It is all in God's hands. We can but pray and give thanks for this moment of rest.
The Britons have come!
The moment has ended.
This way, by the Great Oak!
Where is Ceolbert? He ought to be present for these talks as our future alderman.
He went hunting. For wild boar, he said.
That was quite some time ago, no?
We cannot wait. We should settle the peace now.
Lady Angharad, greeting.
We come to speak of peace.
We are gladdened to hear it. But where is your great king?
He stays at the castle at my behest. I feared his presence would inflame the cutthroat Ivar.
We have confined our cutthroat to his tent.
Both of us fretting over our war-hungry companions. It seems we are of the same mind.
A surplus of caution never did any harm. I count this as a blessing.
Perhaps then at long last we can end this war. Our peoples have suffered enough.
And your proposal?
We shall withdraw all our soldiers to the time-honored border of our lands. We ask only that you give us some days to collect our furnishings and leave Causto Castle. Of this moment.
These terms are generous. We have a truce.
Truly.
Praise be, this is well and quickly done. God go with you and your king, Lady Angharad.
I salute you all. You waged a good war. Let us now wage a lasting peace.
I stand bewildered, Eivor. In the blink of an eye, years of blood and sweat are put to an end.
You have walked a difficult road, Bishop.
Ceolbert must learn the good news. Will you tell him when you see him?
I'll find him now.
Okay, so now we need to find where Ceolbert is. moving the markers, otherwise you'll only ride to a marker. But if you do that, then the quest marker will take you where you need to go. So we're going to go and find Chilbert and tell him the good news. So, riding into town. Could have sped this up, I suppose. Yeah, should have sped this up in fact, but I didn't. So there we go. And go up to his tent, which is up here. Jump off your horse if you want and run in there to go and speak to him. But we find he's not there.
Where in Hellheimer has Chilbert
You
gone
can read a little note about him from his father if you want to. And then it says to the guards, so there are 4 guards to speak to.
Have you seen Chilbert?
I don't keep track of the comings and goings of the Arderling. Ask another.
I'm looking for Chilbert. Have you seen him?
Last I saw, he was sharpening arrowheads.
Ivar, it is done.
Peace, eh? And now everyone is shitting themselves with happiness.
If not happiness, then relief. Have you seen Chilbert? I want to pass on the good news.
He asked me to go hunting earlier, but I am in no such mood.
Hey, Eivor.
Have you seen Chilbert?
My brother saw him last.
Drunk as a mackerel, isn't he?
Celebrating the peace. Got started early.
Wake up!
Huh?
Where is Chilbert?
Chael. Bert?
Did none of you see Chilbert?
Only him, Drenger. You will have to wait until he sleeps it off.
Does he often get this soaked?
By all the gods, he does. Twice a week. Once for 3 days, another for 4. Then twice on Sundays.
And when you need him to sober up, what do?
Keep this to yourself, but once or twice when I needed a quick word, I dumped him in a...
Okay, so now we need to
try.
dump him in the lake, as they've just told us to
Some
do.
way I can wake this drunk.
So pick him up, take him down to the water, and just run into the water with him. You don't necessarily have to throw him in. You can walk in with him, and as soon as you get deep enough for him to have to swim where you drop him, he wakes up, as you will see. So into the water we go.
By Odin and Thor, it's freezing!
And there we go, we've woken him up. Now when he climbs out, we can go and talk to him again.
A nice nap?
That's a low thing to do to a man.
I am looking for Chilbert.
The soft Saxon boy
The next Elderman, yes.
said he was going hunting to bring back a feast for Ivar and the rest.
I know he went hunting, but where?
Round the mouth of a cave nearby. Follow the stream up the mountain, south of here.
That's enough to go on. Thank you.
Okay, so now we have the details of where Chilbert is. We're going to go and find him. Call the horse. And ride to the marker. You can't ride directly to... it's not that far from here. But you can't ride directly to the marker. When you get close, the marker will become a search area. So you'll need Sunan, the raven.
Cast about this land, my friend.
So there's Sunan, and you can see the marker up there. So there's a little pathway here which you can take your horse up. It's not marked The horse won't go up there automatically, you have to do it yourself, but he does go up here, and that'll bring you to the mouth of this cave, where we are going in looking for Chilbert. So if you go up here, you'll see some blood on the floor to start with.
What happened here? This doesn't look good.
Here, and search that.
Blood. Jailbirds. Or an animal he found.
And then you can get some mushrooms if you need them, but I didn't need them. Climb through here and carry on down. You can keep using Odin's sight every now and then to make sure you know that you're not missing any clues, but the next one is here.
Jailbird's bow. Dropped.
We can get some more arrows from this thing. But armors are full, so we don't need to. Go through this crack. And down here, there's another one there in front of us. And this side we've got wolves on the other side of here, so we might as well hit them. That's one. Now normally there's only 3 in here, but I often encounter one outside and I didn't. And I think that's why there are 4 here. He got me. So here comes the other last wolf. There's another bite into it. That's him finished. Right, now you've done that, you can...
Blood. Not from a boar. A wolf dragging something through the dirt.
There you go, that's what you see on there. And then if you look, you'll see through there is something. You saw the marker there, so we can pull that out, go through this gap, and you will find Chilbert.
Tears of Freya. Chilbert, you live. Stay quiet. You're badly hurt. A dragon on the hilt. Gods, the Briton crest. Keep breathing, boy. Oh, you haven't got long. I will take you back to say your goodbyes.
Okay, so once you've dealt with this,
to the others. I'll go easy.
you have to get him out of this cliff. But it takes a little bit of doing. You can't go the same way you came in because you can't climb. And there's a bit where you would have to climb. You can't go through some cracks in the wall. You can for others. So the route you want to take is the route I'm taking here. When you climb out of here, there's a slope that runs up. Now, it's really hard to do, but you need to run up it like this and then jump across like that. And you have to be aiming the right direction to it. And then you run up this slope as well, and then jump over the end, and that will take you down once you turn to the left or you're out of the cave. Now, that took me a long time to do, particularly the first jump. You keep falling off the edge if you're not careful. You have to aim it in exactly the right place over to the middle area of the cliff. But trust me, it does work eventually.
We'll soon be among friends.
So we're getting out of here, and then we're going to put our guy on the back of the horse.
Faster this way.
As he says, it's faster.
Chilbert.
And then ride down. Now I've got a marker on this, so you can't actually take the marker off. Well, you can. If you can take the marker off and you find it will take you directly, but if you don't do that, you just have to make your own way there. And it's fairly easy. You just go down to the roadside and ride along. And follow the sign to that big blue marker there, which is going to be up on a hill over on the side here, look. There it is. And then we talk to people for a last thing.
Eivor, what happened? No. No! You foolish boy, what did you do?
I found him deep in a cave, beset by wolves. Ivar.
Easy, boy. Easy.
Ivar.
Get me an axe right fucking now!
Ivar. He's gone.
An axe!
His god will take him as he is. Axe or not.
Go to your god, boy. And I will sing for you in Valhalla. This was no wolf. Tell me what happened.
The Britons did this. I found this blade in his chest.
A Briton's dagger. Rodri! But why?
You murdered his brother. Did you think he would let that lie so easily?
I told you he was a trickster. Peace was never his goal. He takes blood for blood.
Bishop Deolaf! Over here.
The walls of his fortress will not protect him. I will sheath this dagger into his lungs.
We must move fast then. Attack before Rodri can revel in his trick.
No mercy this time, Wolf-Kissed. You spared that wet-turd Leofrid. We will not spare Rodri.
I swear.
Lord above, what's happened? Ceolbert!
Murdered.
May the Lord who frees you from sin save you and raise you up.
Sent the boy's body to his father, who won the Christian burial. Lady Angharad said Rodri is holed up in Causto Castle. That may have been a lie or a tiny slip. Either way, we should find out.
There is a spot near the fortress to set up camp. We will scout it together.
Wait here till I return.
Fine. And remember, leave Rodri to me.
Okay, so the only reason I said wait until later is so as I could break the video in the right place. So poor Ceolbert is no more, and we get King Killer to start. But thanks for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, it's bye for now.